Today I wanted to talk about Warhorse Studios and just how bloody grateful I am for what they were able to do 2 weeks ago at the Kingdom Come 2 event, and just talk about my thoughts on the event. Obviously not talking about the game. Yeah, it was an incredible experience. I got invited to go to Prague to play Kingdom Come 2 and also tour Kutna Hora, like the whole town. It was phenomenal, and I felt so welcome. I will say in the evening when we were doing, there was all these different activities you could do, like making groschen. There was a farkle table, which I spent pretty much the entire time at. And also there was all these different other activities that I didn't get to do because I was too busy playing farkle. But I was mentioned by name or named before I even said anything to these people. They knew who I was, and that felt bloody weird. There was a point where I was a little bit late, and I ran up to the group before they were showing the combat that you saw in my other video. And a knight, the one that I said had the six-pack and went, woo-woo, he said to me, "Oh, Bailiff of Biscuit Town." What? Sorry, what? I felt so bloody loved there. And I don't want to. I don't want to make this about me. No, look. I don't leave my bedroom. All right, this was a big thing for me, and I just wanted to say fucking thank you, really, more than anything. The event was absolutely incredible, and being able to meet the people who make Kingdom Come, who made that experience that changed so many people who's played its lives. You know, that game was so integral to my life, and as well as many others. The amount of people I've heard talk about Kingdom Come 1 as being like a important game for them. Just those people made that happen, right? So being able to meet and talk to these incredible people was such an eye-opening experience, and to know that they A, know who I am, and B, know of the channel and what we've been doing for the last nearly 7 years. God. Just means the world to me. I am going to be talking more about the game, obviously, on the 22nd, but the 21st. The 21st. But all I can really say is Prague is stunning, and I want to go back. I really want to go back and experience more of Prague and the Czech Republic as a whole. Because what I experienced, well, the good bits anyway, because I will say Prague, tourist hellhole. It was the places we went, that Lenny, shout out to Lenny, we went to the main touristy areas at first, and not great. There were so many bloody people there taking pictures of a clock. It was very weird. But I will say, when we actually got out of those touristy areas, and I know what it's like. I grew up in Bath, and that whole city is a tourist destination, right? So I know what it's like as a local to live in a place like that, and that's kind of the feeling I got from the Czech people I actually talked to. They were like, yeah, there's those touristy areas, but move a bit further in and you've got the real Prague, right? And I experienced that, and it was so nice, and everyone was so lovely. I didn't have any issues. There were no people being douche canoes. It was just really nice. I got to go on the tram. I got to go on the subway, and I ended up accidentally sitting on a woman's lap. It was very awkward. The thing lunged forward, and I wasn't holding the rail properly, and I slipped, and I fell backwards and just landed on her lap. So I turned around and was like, sorry. And then Lenny told me afterwards that she was just giving me the evils the entire time. Because apparently Czech people, they don't really take action. They're more just like glare at you, which is very British, I will say. Very British. So yeah, that was a really cool experience. Kutna Hora, though, I'm going to say right now, I might actually have liked Kutna Hora more than Prague. Just because it was so idyllic. It was like starting out of a storybook. It was so beautiful. Like, it just... stunning. Like, I can't say any other words. Looking out over St. Barbara's Cathedral, and that kind of, like, not ravine, but that kind of dip, and all the houses underneath, looked very similar to, like, Ratai. It had that kind of same hilly feature to it, where the cathedral was on top, and then it kind of goes down into the basin, I guess. And Kutna Hora is just a stunning little, not little, it wasn't bloody little at all. Walked through it at freaking 30-degree heat. It was not little, but it was so nice. And it's one of those places I want to go back to and spend more time in, because I only got, well, I say only, I was there from 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. Which I was like, but there's not going to be enough to do. There was. And we ended up playing Kingdom Come 2 for 4 hours. So the rest of that time was exploring Kutna Hora, seeing Jan Volta live, playing with his orchestra. Like, what the hell? I cried so much. I was right at the front, right? And walking, not only have I always wanted to meet Jan Volta, right? I've always said this, and same for him, apparently. He's always wanted to meet me. So I'm walking down the aisle, right? with Jan Volta hand in hand. No, I'm walking down the aisle, and there he is at the end of the aisle with his orchestra. And he looks at me and he goes, "We'll hug later." And he's just mind blown to see me, and I'm mind blown to see him, right? It was stunning. And then they start playing the music, and oh my god, that track that I've put on the channel a couple of times now had me in floods. It was so real. Like, I can't put it in any other words. That whole just the music echoing throughout this massive cathedral, for those, I know there are people out there who'd be like, nah, I wouldn't cry. No, you would. No, you would. If you love Kingdom Come Deliverance as much as I do, hearing music from that same composer in the same style, from a game that you know is going to be coming very soon, it just hits you. And that was, I think that was the highlight. There were so many things. Yeah. So that experience on its own was amazing. And then we went to have food, and it... I remember I looked at the list of the food we were going to be eating, and I was like, oh, so we have to pick one thing off this list, and there's like 5 different things. They were like, no, you're having all of them. I was like, but I don't like vegetables. Why are you making me eat this? And it was fucking weird. It was potato flakes. No, was it? No, it was it was the weirdest stuff. It was mushroom soup with 2 eggs in it. And I'm pretty sure it was like potato fluff is what they called it. It was just smash, I guess. But it was okay. It wasn't too bad. You know what was nice though? Oh my god. They had boar with rose kip or something sauce. You guys will know what I'm talking about. But and they had they had pancakes made out of potatoes, and it was lovely. It was really nice. I liked that. And then I got dragged off to interview Jan Volta, which is going to be its whole other video in the next couple of days. So I didn't eat the rest. Part of me's glad, because there was some stuff in there I was going to be like, no, I don't want that. But I will say thank you for giving me the opportunity to try something new. I did drink a lot of ale. A lot. Yeah, they just kept bringing out beer. It was a lot. And in these really big, like, I can't even know what they're called. You know, the pitchers, that's it. It's a whole pitcher. I ended up drinking. If you watch the Jan Volter interview, which I'm going to be releasing, as I said, in that interview, I end up drinking most of his beer. He made the mistake of handing it to me, so I'm just there sipping it. Oh boy, I felt so bad after. But yeah, so incredible people. There's been so many people asking. Yes, I did meet Angry Joe, which is crazy. I've watched him since the Nostalgia Critic movies days, like him in Kick-Ass Year and all that. So like that was amazing, getting to actually see him in person, and he was super lovely. I didn't want to keep bothering him because obviously I know he must go through that a lot, like have people come up to him. So I didn't want to be a dick, but I did end up being like Angry Joe at the breakfast because he was just there with my little orange juice and my little cereal. He was just there. I was like, what the fuck is happening? So yeah, that was a thing. Yeah, really nice and just a great day. And it wouldn't have been possible, right? If it wasn't for Jess over at Deep Silver and Sir Toby, so many people I want to quickly say thank you to, not only for Warhorse Studios, amazing people I met there, like Lenka, and there was Michaela. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, because I'm terrible with pronunciations, but you know who you are. We met, and I stood next to me as I hold a sword. we joked about stealing a man's shoes. So that was a fun thing. Also, Martin Klima was there. I got to meet him, the producer of Kingdom Come Deliverance. So many cool members of Warhorse. My brain, it hurts. It honestly, the amount of people I got to meet. I met some fans, and that was crazy. Yeah, I don't. What else can I say? But thank you. Honestly, it meant a lot to me, and to hear that my channel had been a motivation for some of you guys as well was crazy to hear, and I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad I kept going, because there were times where I did start to lose hope, and I'm glad I didn't. So, without further ado, thank you, Warhorse Studios.